Welcome back. Now, despite the reopening of some businesses and easing of regulations in lockdown level 3, gyms are still closed. Employees and enthusiasts are holding a protest over the closure of the industry, and it's been closed since the first lockdown phase back in March.
Well, some employees lost their jobs and others had to accept pay cuts. Gyms are pleading with government to reopen the facilities. Let's take you to eNCA's Slindelo Masikane, who is tracking that particular story, the latest in a string of calls by various sectors, Slindelo, for the reopening of those particular sectors. And I imagine that the health and fitness sector is one of those that are hardest hit, because at no point in the last few months has there been any easing in terms of the regulations around the closure of gyms.
Certainly, Tulas, that is certainly the case. Like you correctly stated, that the fitness industry is actually one of those industries that has had absolutely no relief in the past 5 months. They have been essentially at level 5 lockdown. And I think what we're seeing today is something that the food and restaurant industry also embarked on a few weeks ago, where they also held mass demonstrations across the country just to highlight their plight. And what we're seeing today is around 750 plus independent gyms nationwide across the country who are now also trying to voice their concerns, trying to get the attention of government. What we do understand from those gyms that are associated to Fit SA is that they're saying that around 29,000 people are employed in this industry, supporting around 116,000 livelihoods, and every day, these particular livelihoods are put at stake. Now, if I ask Teddy to just pan to my left, you can see that the silent protest has already begun with the fitness enthusiasts gathering here at the North Cliff CrossFit just to demonstrate exactly their plight. They've got posters up on the wall saying hashtag gyms save lives, open our gyms, and hashtag jobs save lives. Very similar to what we saw happening with the restaurant industry. And I just want to take you inside the North Cliff CrossFit to speak to some of the representatives around what they want to see happening. I am joined by Miss Mary. Thank you so much for joining us. Just give our viewers a sense as to what the past 5 months have been for this particular industry and what you want to see happening moving forward.
Yeah, it's been extremely hard. I'm not going to lie. Obviously memberships are down, people are scared. Money, finances, that type of thing, to try and keep the gym open has been a massive challenge for us. We've had to be extremely creative as to how to keep our members going and motivated to train and stuff. And we're firm believers that the only real way to combat illnesses, disease, viruses, whatever it is to stay as healthy as possible. So I'm a firm believer that the gym should be open and should be running, just because the only way to keep people healthy is for them to exercise and eat well. And so the gyms shouldn't be closed; they should be open. We should be encouraging people to be healthy and to be active and to be working.
I want to bring in Ms. Tamsin. We're inside the North Cliff CrossFit. Tamsin, just take us through what are some of the measures you guys have taken in order to ensure that trainees coming into the gym are kept safe. I'm seeing squares, I'm seeing sanitizer. Take us through what's happening right now.
Okay, so what we do is, as they enter, they have to sanitize their hands underneath their shoes, underneath any bags or things that they're carrying around with them. Then they have to take their temperature, and anyone with over 37.5, they're not allowed inside. Then we have a questionnaire for them to complete. So with the questionnaire, they complete it's if they've had any symptoms of COVID, if they've been around anyone with COVID, and then from there they come into the gym. Everyone has been put in to 2 by 2 meter square blocks, so that allows for social distancing. And then we also have sanitizing equipment in each section so that people can sanitize everything that they've used through the training session.
Do you think this is enough to allay fears? Because what we saw in the US was when gyms opened up, restaurants opened up, there seems to have been a spike in infections, and I think that's what a lot of people are concerned about.
So many people see that aspect, but they don't actually look at the benefits of exercise. So exercising is improving everyone's immune systems and helping those with all the high-risk diseases, so heart disease, diabetes, those sort of things. And exercise is what improves those conditions. So everyone's currently sitting at home with all of these comorbidities, and they're just sitting ducks for COVID.
Thank you so much, Camden. I want to bring in Miss Mary, just as a parting shot, Miss Mary. What do you say to other trainees who really want to come back, and your plea to government, in essence, to open up this industry once more?
Number one is to the guys that are waiting to get going and work and stuff. Stay positive. You know, all you can do is just keep doing what you do for your members, your clients, whoever it is. What was the next question?
What's your plea to government? How soon do you want to open up?
The sooner we can open up, the sooner we can get people healthy again, and the sooner we can get, build the immune systems. Obviously, on our side, we will make sure we go to all ends to make sure everybody's safe and sanitizing. Everything is done, but. Yeah, it's killing the industry, and there's very few gyms that are going to make it through this. So all we can do is just plead to government. We can handle it, we can do it, and give us the opportunity, we'll show you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mary. All right, as you've heard, Tulas and Dumelo, that is the plea from the fitness industry to, just open it up. And as you've heard from the two representatives, that they have put measures in place to ensure that trainees coming into the gym are safe and that all COVID-19 protocols are being observed.
Now, I just wanted to ask, because we're thinking exactly the same thing.
Yes.
Trust me, Slee, as you're doing that crossing, we've been just talking behind the scenes with Tulas. Just for clarity's sake, we've been hearing that there are measures put in place, right? Just in terms of regulations level 3 to ensure everyone's safety, whether it's sanitizing and taking up those temperatures. Are they saying, are the owners or the trainers, they're saying that they have reopened their gym? Are people coming in with those measures put in place during this level 3 lockdown?
No, that's not what's taking place. So if you remember, from level 5 up until now to level 3, all industries have been engaging with government on how to safely reopen their industries. And conversations with government, in particular with the fitness industry, have been taking place since June. So what the gyms have been doing since those conversations is essentially preparing themselves for the reopening. So what we've been seeing inside gyms like Northcliffe, CrossFit, is that they're essentially trying to prepare well in advance for that moment where government says, yes, you can reopen, and they've been submitting their proposals. So those proposals include 2 by 2 meter squares, sanitizers by each of the squares, ensuring that there's adequate ventilation within the gyms. So this is just in preparation for that particular day where government can eventually says you guys can reopen. So this is in preparation for that day. When that is going to be, we don't know. But what we do know is that Fit SA is taking government to court, and we understand that the court date is around the 19th of August, where their matter will be heard.
All right, thank you for that clarity there, Slindelo, because my colleague here, my partner here, is an absolute law-abiding citizen. She was shocked and horrified, and she was ready to go to Hyde Park Police Station in Fenton here or somewhere to open a charge.
I was ready to put on my gym clothes. I thought you'd be like, maybe I was motivated, because he always laughs at me when I work out, when we're on standby. And while we're waiting, of course, to start our bulletin, I'm busy trying to warm up physically. So I was saying, hey, maybe there's an opportunity. I missed something.
Most anchors warm up their voices. There's a bit of high tone, low tone. You physically warm up before we go on air.